The world of medicine has seen its share of miracle cures, from the polio vaccine to heart transplants, but all past achievements may pale in comparison to the work of Dr. Alice Crippen. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. So, Dr. Crippen, give it to me in a nutshell.
Well, the premise is quite simple. Take something designed by nature and reprogram it to make it work for the body rather than against it.
You're talking about a virus?
Indeed, yes. In this case, the measles virus, which has been engineered at a genetic level to be helpful rather than harmful. And I find the best way to describe it is if you can imagine your body as a highway and you picture the virus as a very fast car being driven by a very bad man, imagine the damage that car could cause. Then if you replace that man with a cop, the picture changes, and that's essentially what we've done.
Now, how many people have you treated so far?
Well, we've had 10,009 clinical trials in humans so far.
And how many are cancer-free?
10,009.
So you have actually cured cancer?
Yes. Yes, we have.
Shalom, Kohala, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Chachodash, the ones of the apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to you brothers in the highways and byways, doing the work sincerely and faithfully, doing the work sincerely and truly in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Lord willing, we are found in that number. All right, so he who have ears to hear, let him hear. This was a clip from the movie I Am Legend. All right, and like I said, he who have ears to hear, let him hear. You know, you've been around long enough to know and to understand their talk and their lingo in these movies, all right? And just pushing it to fast forward, here we are. All right, so I'm gonna get a couple scriptures, get a couple articles, and just, you know, once again, through the spirit, you know, you understand where the point is being made, all right? So this is CNBC, and this is on the news. And once again, I don't own the copyrights to any of the videos that I show. It's all for edification purposes. This is health and science. It says CDC study shows 74% of people infected in Massachusetts COVID outbreak were fully vaccinated. Okay. So the point being made here, and the CDC knows as it takes, you know, stats and statistics from different states and different, you know, organizations, health organizations. They're saying 74% of the people in Massachusetts who were fully vaccinated are now coming down without COVID. All right. Now, it was said at one point that once you get this, you know, the vaccines, you know, you're safe. And this was the big push that they started to, you know, embed in your mind that, yep, get it, you're good to go. And now there's another strand called the Delta strand. All right. And then, I mean, who knows? You know, they may go from the Delta to the Zeta to the Beta and so on and so forth. But point being made, you know, and I'm trying to tread lightly on this because, you know, Esau already got I already got some strikes on this page. But we're coming to a point, this kingdom's coming to a point where you're about to see all hell break loose, man. You're really about to see all hell break loose. And for the average person, you know, the fear tactics that are being displayed are really consuming people's mindset and thought process. Okay? When you was told that you're going to be safe once, you know, these Modernas and Johnson and Johnsons and Pfizer's, once they come out with their solution, you would have no need to worry. All right? But tying this in with the clip we just played, tying that in. Now, if you've seen the movie I Am Legend, you know the outcome of what happened to those who had received the cancer solving, you know, treatment, whatever it was. You're going to have the same effect. I believe you're going to start seeing that same effect. And you know what? A lot of people are going to start succumbing to this thing. Okay? So I'll read a little bit of the article here. It says about 3/4 of the people infected in a Massachusetts COVID-19 outbreak were fully vaccinated, according to the new data published Friday by the CDC. The new data published in the U.S. agency Morbidity and Mortality Weekly report also found that fully vaccinated people who get infected carry as much as the virus in their nose as unvaccinated people. Now, how is this possible? So what's the sense of even going to get vaccinated if you're still going to carry as much of the virus as somebody who's not vaccinated? You see how this works? So this is just showing you, right? This is just showing you that it's not about whether or not they want to cure or solve the issue. Okay? This is what it's truly about right here. You know, and this is the Georgia Guidestones. And what does it say? Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. All right? Which I don't know, how they come to this conclusion, talking about in perpetual balance with nature. Because if you go back to the law of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and the words of the Lord, let's see what he says. This is Genesis 1:27 and 28. It says, so the Most High created man in his own image. In the image of the Most High created he him. Male and female created he them. And the point is here. And the power blessed them, and the power said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over it. Okay? Over the fish, over the sea, over the fowls of the air, over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. All right? So the Lord himself said, be fruitful and multiply. But Esau said he needs to what? Be in perpetual balance with nature by maintaining the population under 500 million. All right? So this goes to show you that they're totally against the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Totally against it. Total opposite. All right? So this is what the Georgia Guidestones say. Now, you best believe these guys like Bill Gates of hell, President Biden, and many other individuals, they know who put these things up. They know who put this up. All right? And that being said, going from there, this is New York Post, dated June 24th, 2021. It says, Biden landmark management pick called for population control in master's thesis. Okay? So this young lady here, Tracy Stone Manning, who was Joe Biden's pick for the what she got hired to do? Bureau of Land Management. Okay? So in her master's thesis, going for her master's degree, she put together, a big, speech, if you will. And within that, stated that, you know what? Give me 1 second, brothers. Give me 1 second, see if I can find this thing. All right, so let me dig up her thesis concerning that was one of this picture here. It says, can you find the environmental hazard in this photo? Now, forgive me, I don't have any glasses on, but it goes on to say that the little girl in this photo was the hazard. And within this thesis of hers, let me see if it says, that's right, it's the cute baby. Americans believe that overpopulation is only a problem somewhere else in the world, but it's a problem here too. Okay? So I can't really see too much of that. Pretty much losing my sight here. I can't see too much of that, but it goes on to say stop at 2. That's the best you can do, roughly. But this was in her thesis, and this is what she believed, and this is what she still believes, and this is what Joe Biden believes. You see? You see how all these pieces of the puzzle start to come together? All right? So she's on top of that. She's on board with it. Now let's go to another quick video. This is a conversation with Bill Gates, population growth.
Let's go to a couple questions that we've actually received since we started the webcast. The first is on population growth. And the question is, one of our most pressing issues is population growth. How do you expect this to be addressed?
Well, the population growth issue at the global level is not that daunting. That is, the population percentage-wise is growing slower today than in the past. And so it will actually peak out. The problem is that the population is growing the fastest where people are less able to deal with it. So it's in the very poorest places that you're going to have a tripling in population by 2050. And so their ability to feed, educate, provide jobs, stability, protect the environment in those locations mean they're faced with an almost impossible problem. Northern Nigeria, Yemen, Chad. And so what we need to do is take this aid generosity and this innovation and go into those places, offer the women better tools where they want to space birthing or have a smaller family size, and improve health, because it's amazingly, as children survive, parents feel like they'll have enough kids to support them in their old age, and so they choose to have less children. Niger right now, it's still 7 children per family, whereas in the richer countries, you're often at a stable point of which is 2.1 or even less. And so it's really an acute problem in a certain number of places, and we've got to make sure that we help out with the tools now so that they don't have an impossible situation later.
You hear that? Help out with the tools now. What tools is he talking about? The very same tools he mentioned in the TED Talk that he had. Okay? The very same tools that they're using right now, which has the people in fear. You see? Now, going back to what we read in the book of Genesis, be fruitful and multiply. And he said that these things are an issue in the less, however he worded it, the lesser communities, if you will. And he's talking about the children of Israel. He's talking about Israelites. Okay? It's in our nature. It's in our spirit to be fruitful and to multiply. That's what we do. But Esau, what's he want to do? Control how many people on the planet Earth, which he doesn't. This is why the Lord's going to come back and smash this dude, man. So from there, let me go, 1 Timothy 6:20 says, O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science falsely so called. Right? Because here you have the masses always referring back to the scientists, the science, the professionals, the health organization. They're not really in your favor, man. I had a conversation with a lady that I've known for years, and roughly, giving a gist of what the situation was. Trying to play the advocate, going back and forth, checking her out, listening to her. I said, yeah, what do you think about, this vaccines and stuff? Oh, yeah, people need to get it, da da da. So I have my phone, I pulled up a video of the doctors who were speaking about catching the virus after being vaccinated, so on and so forth. And she was like, oh, she's all upset. That's all propaganda, and that's all fear, whatever she said. What she say? Conspiracy theorists. That's all conspiracy, this, that, and the third. I'm saying to myself, well, why would a doctor get on this damn platform and spill her guts out, crying and boo-hooing, and then some other woman who was an electrical engineer get on the platform and say what she had done to her daughter and so on. Why would these people do these things? Okay, these are Edomites. Spilling their guts out. If anything, Esau would be up there talking about, do it, you got to get it done. Please help save the world. But be that as it may, she was, this woman was, not Peruvian. She was she was an Israelite. Costa Rican. She was Costa Rican. But once again, that's just the fear in the stronghold that's wrapped around people's mind now. That, matter of fact, let me get another article. That if you don't get this, you're gonna kill the world. This is the Detroit News. It says, jab or job. Crowds protest vaccine mandates in Michigan Capitol. All right. So this whole mandating thing is starting to, pick up steam. It's really starting to pick up some steam, and different states are now contemplating it, talking about it, trying to count the cost of what will it be if we start to mandate, how many people are going to walk off the jobs, are we going to be able to sustain, the workforce. These are all the things that are taking place right now. Okay? So it's about to become real bad out here. And if you notice, the majority of the people, and the CDC is not going to tell you this, but it seems that the majority of the people that are catching this variant, if you will, are the ones who have already been vaccinated. But check this article out. I know I had another right here. Okay. It says, breakthrough COVID infections show the unvaccinated are now putting the vaccinated at risk. They're going to stop at nothing. They are going to stop at nothing to put the pressure on the masses of the people, to really, shun, make those who don't get it an outcast or enemy of the state, public enemy number one. This is what's happening. And it's just a matter of time before everything starts to shut down for those who don't get the jab, man. The world's going to keep running, society's going to keep running, but it's going to run without you in it. All those who are out there just, running aimlessly through this thing, man. Now, we have the hope for the elect. We don't worry about these things. At first, being in the flesh, you like, oh shit, they really about to shut it down. But, as you settle it in your spirit, you realize, you rest your trust and put your trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? But this is the sentiment. The unvaccinated are now putting the vaccinated at risk. And it says, as the Delta variant makes a deadly sweep through the unvaccinated community, renewing calls for mask and vaccine mandates, health experts say that are breakthrough infections among the vaccinated people are not a sign that vaccines are failing. Instead, they are a warning. They're a warning of how vaccines holdouts can endanger even their inoculated neighbors. Okay? One has to do with the other thing, man. They propose to the people that once you get it, you're good to go. And then they even propose that whatever company you went with, Moderna, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, whoever we went with, their vaccines were strong enough to combat the Delta variant. Now all of a sudden nobody knows what the hell's going on and everybody's just catching it. All right? So for you people out there who really believe that Esau is about to, try to do the best in his will for you, you're wrong, man. You're going to start seeing a lot of people dropping dead around here. Okay? Breakthrough cases. What will they call it? They called, whatever the hell they call it. All right, from there, what do we got here? 2nd Ezra 9. What did I have in there? Right. This is going right to the point here. 2nd Ezra 9:3. It says, therefore, when thou shalt be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right, because now you're starting to see a lot more uprises, a lot more uproars of the people. Okay, because of what? The so-called mandating, the mandating of getting this shot. People stand in jeopardy right now. They're at a crossroads right now. And you know what? Esau and the government got a stronger arm than most of you. And I say that because he controls the money, he controls the food, he controls the movement, he controls the gas, he controls everything that you need to sustain yourself. You're gonna only hold out for so long, man. You people are only gonna hold out for so long. And you're gonna play right into the palm of his hand. This video is a little more on the edge side, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna clip it. But you know what? The truth is the truth, man. The truth is the truth. All right. So know that the uproars of the people are starting to mount up because of these so-called mandates. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wrap this up, and where am I going? I had a couple things lined up. No, we don't want that. Hold on one second. Let me see where I want to go with this. All right, you know what? We'll finish off with this. This is 2 Thessalonians 2, and I'll start at 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who is Esau. He is the son of destruction. He's going to be the son of perdition. It says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he is God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. All right? And this is exactly what he's doing right now, putting himself in the seat as the chief creator, trying to make life, take life, and do all types of madness, and ultimately putting fear in the people because he has the ability to do so. Is to remember ye not that when I was with you, I told you these things, and now you know that withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. And the devil Esau is being revealed. This is that time where now people are starting to figure this out, man. That the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay? And it says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, and only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. All right? So the Lord's going to only give him so much room to do what he needs to do before he just destroys him. Okay? And it says, Bear with me. I'm trying to find my spot now. Let me see. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work, and he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, which we're doing right now. Okay, we're the mouthpiece of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So we're destroying him. We're exposing this man. We're letting him know, letting the world know who he is, what his purpose is. Okay, and it says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the works of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. You see, this is Esau, and it says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. All right, and we know that only the children of Israel can be saved. But Esau now plays this part. Esau now plays this part where he is that lying wonder. Okay, he is that deceiver. He is the unrighteous man. He is the wicked. But we're not ignorant to this fact. We of the hopeful elect, from the head apostles on down, are not ignorant to this fact that this man, the man of perdition, okay, the Lord has given him power to reign and to do exactly what he is doing right now. But what Esau doesn't realize is he's in the palm of the Lord. And the Lord is controlling him. But in his heart, he said what? Verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And I use it, and I read it verbatim. All right. So this is the crux of what's happening right now. This whole thing ain't about whether or not they're gonna be able to have you safe and sound, because you take a jab. This is about Pop C, baby. Pop C, population control. All right, and I'm pretty sure this video is gonna get smashed, but the hell with it, man. I have a backup channel, a couple backup channels that I'm gonna have to resort to. All right, so last one, Sirach 12:10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." Right? Once again, never trust this devil. He's gonna talk about a booster. He's gonna talk about another type of variant. This is gonna be a never-ending thing. And this is another reason why the Lord is gonna have to cleanse this place, because like that movie I Am Legend, diseases was running rampant. Motherfuckers was mutating, turning into night creatures. You saw got the same shit going on here. You're gonna have the same thing going on here, and it's gonna need that fire to cleanse this place for its wickedness, for its nastiness, for the disease and pestilence that's gonna be over here. Esau's a mad scientist, man, and he's gonna stop at nothing to try to fulfill his enterprise. All right, so Lord willing, brothers edified, and I'll see you on another show. And I say, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Barakathum, Shalom.